Android tablet versus Apple tablet. So in this video, we're going to talk about which tablet should you buy if you're looking to buy yourself or your family a tablet for the holiday or for a special occasion or just for fun. So we have two, I think, the most common company and brand that you're going to buy for tablet is a Samsung or Apple. So obviously there's so many different kind of level of tablet you can buy. Some of the high-end Samsung model will come with their Samsung Pen. I believe they call them S Pen, which are amazing. And for the Apple, you're gonna need to buy a separate pen. But now, when it comes down to the kind of mid-tier, because there's really no low tier for Apple iPad or tablet, so we are not even going to compare that. So it would be from the mid tier to the upper tier. So the mid tier one, I would think that it really depends on what you are really into and what have you invested your ecosystem in. What I mean by that is obviously if you have a Samsung phone or you have a Apple phone, you have what did you invest your app money in? Are you heavily in the Play Store or are you heavily in the App Store, which is the Apple Store? So it really depends. If you spend so much money on your Google Play Store, obviously it's going to be easier for you to do a lot of stuff on an Android device than an Apple device. So that's something to consider. And but if that's not really a worry and you're just looking for a tablet, I would say either one is going to be just fine as long as it's within your budget. And also really depend on what kind of device you have in your house. If you have a lot of PC, that would say probably go with an Android one, so it's kind of more compatible with that ecosystem. If you have some Apple or mostly Apple, then yeah, there's no brainer. Just get the an iPad. But if you have kind of like in between, some of your family member have this, some of your family member have the other one, so you might just want to kind of like maybe try it out and really look at the spec of each one and your price range. My recommendation, if you are buying a tablet for either one, like the mid-tier, you want to look at some of the spec and see the operation system, because the operation system for an Android, it's not going to be as predictable as the iOS one, because it's Apple, they make their own operation system, so it's easy for them to control. Samsung, they got to go back to the Android system, so Google have to make that. So you really have to make sure it's support or future support the device, especially if you get an older device. If you get a new device, it doesn't really matter. They're going to support that. So I would say, and also depend on what kind of workflow you're looking at. If you're working with a lot of Apple stuff for work, then yes, get the iPad. But if you are doing a lot of PC, yes, get the Samsung, but it's not going to hurt you having both eventually, because it's good to learn both systems. I would say, like for us, we always had gone heavily on an Android system because we have a lot of PC. But ever since we bought some Apple product, we kind of really liked the ecosystem and we started buying, getting into that a little bit more. So I would say you wouldn't lose. You would still be happy on either one as long as the spec is there for you to play game, for you to do your work. As long as it works and smooth, and you should be happy. I hope this video helped on, for you to make a choice between an Android system and an Apple system. And I'll see you in the next one.